Hey everybody, welcome. We are here today at office hours. I'm so glad to join you all. Sorry, we're running a little bit late. We have a special guest joining me today. So I am Elaine Pauly. I'm the president of MagnaWave, and this is office hours. Please tell me where you are. Let me know what you're doing, where you're at. I'd like to, so we can chat. Good morning, Katie. Hi, Rob. Hi, Carrie from Iowa. Hannah in California, Louise from Vermont, Tracy in Indiana. Hi, Tracy. Hello. All right. It's so good to see you guys. All right. So we have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today, but I really just kind of want to answer your all's questions. That's the point of office hours, is to really just talk to you all about whatever you want to talk about. So I have some great updates that I'm going to give out, but I also want to hear from you. So if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comment box. We will be doing a giveaway today, which I'm really excited about. And we're going to talk to my special guest that's coming at 12:30. So we're going to talk about some new sponsorships that we have going on, and as well as having a special guest join us. So I'm excited about that. Kimberly in Washington and Becky in Arizona. Hello. Carly says, just finished MagnaWaving my horse this morning. Yay, Carly. Joanne, good morning from Chicago. Yay, Becky's in Iowa as well. We got several people from Iowa today. Okay, so if you haven't already, make sure you get your virtual tickets to MagnaCon, magnacon.com. We're having some really great giveaways for those virtual tickets this year. It's June 9th through the 11th. We are doing a live version, but it is sold out as of right now. We're hoping there might be some restrictions that let up, but I don't know. At this point, we are virtual from here on out if you don't already have your live ticket. So June 9th through the 11th, you can rewatch all of those videos. You don't have to watch them live, but you can. You'll be able to rewatch that event at any time. And there's a lot of great information and some giveaways just for the virtual people. So make sure that you check that out, magnacon.com. Let's see. Carly says, I got my virtual ticket. Elizabeth is in Southern Indiana. Hi, Elizabeth. That's where I'm from. Liz. That's where I'm from. And a little known fact, everybody used to call me Liz when I was growing up. It's my middle name. So Becky, MagnaWaving my parents as I listen to office hours. Multitasking at its finest. Yes, that's awesome. Yes, you are. But any mother or parent knows multitasking. I think I was making dinner, talking on the phone, and taking care of a 2-year-old last night all at the same time. So I believe I was halfway through an email too. So that was a lot. Okay, so tell me what questions you have. Do you have any questions about MagnaCon? Do you have any questions about MagnaWave sessions or about our machines? I would love to answer those questions. We are also, MagnaWave is really proud to sponsor the Land Rover 3-day event, the Kentucky 3-day event here in Kentucky. Obviously, it's in Lexington next week. We're really excited. We are sponsoring the Writers Lounge. So we will, there's no spectators this year at the 3-day event, but we will be able to, we'll be treating all of the writers in the Writers Lounge area. And I believe we have some practitioners who are coming. MagnaWave's Writers Lounge at the 3-day event. So we'll be in there. Well, that's where they'll get their food and their drinks and take a break in between competing. And we'll be in there with several machines. We also will be pushing towards any of our practitioners who are at the event getting treatment. So we're really excited about being a part of that. Later on in today's office hours, you are going to see some of our commercials that will be playing during the 3-day event. I'm super excited about it. Okay, Sophia says, good morning from Las Vegas. And Carly says, can you talk more on the LZR? Yeah, let's talk about it. I love the LZR. It is red light and ultraviolet light. It is very specifically designed to be the strongest red light product on the market before you become a laser. So that's really exciting. You don't have to wear glasses. I used it a lot for weight loss on myself. I used it to lose the inches around my stomach after 3 kids. I've also used it for things from neuropathy, people who have battery operated implanted devices that can't use traditional MagnaWave. I've used the LZR with excellent results. And one of the things that I found is pretty much anything that I would MagnaWave, if I add the LZR to it, I have much better chance of getting success faster. So that's one of the things that I like about it, is that sometimes you're just going to give a session to somebody, a MagnaWave session, and they're not going to see the results you want them to see right away. Sometimes you see amazing results the first time. But what I found is like my ability to increase those amazing results if I combine the 2 modalities. So they just are excellent together. So pretty much anytime you'd use the MagnaWave, you could add on the LZR. I know there's people that have used it for hair regrowth, weight loss, any type of neuropathy, skin conditions. There's a lot of stuff. We have a ton of training on the LZR now available. It's in the MagnaWave Academy. It's also in our mobile app that is available to our practitioners. We have guidelines for the LZR. There it is. And that little, that's the LZR right there that he's holding in his hands. It's that size, treats that size area. And all you do is put it on for 1 minute. That's it. That's a treatment. It's sometimes even 30 seconds. So it's very quick, very, very quick. Let's see. I hope that's enough. Love my LZR for all those reasons Elaine just mentioned, Maureen. Yes, it's true. You could use it on pretty much anything. And anybody who may be sensitive to magnetic fields, it's just excellent to add in to whatever you're doing so that you can really help everybody and everything. Becky Russ, can you give us an update on some of the delivery on Semi-5s and Wave Wings? Any other items that have been back ordered, please? Becky, I have no update for you. I'm very sorry. We are in the pandemic pretty much shut down the supply chain to the entire world. I'm trying to get a security system put in. They ran out of buttons, so that's back ordered 6 weeks. Amazon isn't shipping Prime. I mean, it is hard as a manufacturer of anything to get products. So the problem is there's a shortage. There's a shortage of ketchup. I don't know if any of you all heard this. There's also a shortage of plastics and some vinyls. So, yeah, we just can't get the plastics and the vinyls needed to finish off a product. Mostly for the Semi-5 is our biggest problem. Some of the other machines are a few days back from shipping, but nothing like the Semi-5. The attachments, the type of plastic used in those twist plug attachments is not. We are not able to get it. I've really struggled getting it, and that's where we're at. I'm sorry, Becky. I wish I could give you more information. Things that used to take 2 days to get here, they're now giving us 4 weeks. So 6 weeks even. So that's, this pandemic has really done a number on our supply chain all over the world. Okay, so I remember from the last MagnaCon on-site, good to see the virtual is happening this year. Yes, the virtual is happening. Okay. Kimberly, if a dog is bleeding from a tumor on its elbow/shoulder, but the owner wants its hips MagnaWaved, would that affect the tumor? The tumor can't be removed because of the size and area. No, I would treat the tumor too if the vet says it's okay. I mean, I treat dog tumors all day long. Treated on my own dog. I would definitely get that cleared. My dog had a mast cell tumor. It was huge. Could not be removed because of where it was, and I had to get it smaller. So I was able to treat her every day, get it down small enough to be removed. I would definitely speak to the doctor. Most of the time, if it's that bad, they're going to let you try pretty much anything if they think it'll help. We have a ton of information on that from Dr. Marty from past MagnaCons. But yeah, you should do the hips and the tumor. MagnaWave away. Okay. Kim says, at my first opportunity to try MagnaWave on my migraine and severe inner ear pain that was so severe I was shaking from pain last night. And within an hour, my ear pain was gone. And after an hour, the migraine was gone. Kim, that is excellent. Thank you for sharing that with us. And the thing is, probably you didn't even really know what's causing those migraines and what those inner ear pains, but your body knows what's causing that problem. And the amazing thing about putting the MagnaWave and the PEMF energy in your body is that your body knows what to do with it to stop that pain, to stop those issues. So that's excellent. Congratulations, Kim. I'm happy to hear that. Rob said, is the LZR good for shingles treatment? Rob, yes, you could use the LZR for shingles treatment. You can also use the MagnaWave. I had shingles terribly bad in my 20s. And I used what was the name of that product? It was an allergy medicine. It was over-the-counter allergy medicine. I think about it all the time. I'm going to think of the name for you, Rob. And I used that, and I MagnaWaved, and I had excellent results. Excellent. But you have to understand that shingles, if it's stimulated, it can be painful. So even a shirt can bother it. So yeah, the LZR, you want to make sure you do very small, short treatment times to make sure that that person's comfortable. And sometimes it hurts worse before it gets better. Sophia says, I love my LZR too. Great for neuropathy, wrinkles, and areas of high sensitivity on horses. Exactly. Wrinkles is another one. I have been putting it on my face to dealing with dark spots and wrinkles, and it's incredible. I love the LZR for that. I've been putting on like the lotion that I put on my face at night, and then I LZR. Okay. Hello from Wisconsin. Hi, McKenna. Oh, it jumped around. Hold on. Okay, Leilani, I can never say her name right. I'm so sorry. How does the MW-LZR compare to the lasers that vets use? How would you give an elevator speech when someone says that their horse already gets laser treatments? Laser treatments are totally different. You know, I mean, a laser is much stronger. It actually has to break things down. It's a totally different strength. It actually has to do some damage for it to get better, depending on the type of laser. The LZR is just it's ultraviolet light, it's red light, it's a total different modality, and it's complementary to what the laser does. So adding the MagnaWave, the laser, and the LZR, that's called stacking. That's when we stack modalities on top of each other. All that's going to happen is you're going to get a better result faster. So doing all three is actually, you know, awesome. It's better than just doing laser. Yes, Linnea said, are there any concerns, precautions with using the LZR and melanoma? Yes, I don't believe maybe it is melanoma. Yes, there is some issues because of light sensitivity. So if you have any sensitivity to light, you have to be careful. So if somebody's taking medication that's sensitivity to light, this is light. So sometimes with melanoma, there is some sensitivity issues there. But most doctors know what it is. And if you print out the information, you can absolutely get it cleared from the doctor, depending on the case. I do know that I had a client here who did have some type of skin cancer on his face. It was removed. He was cleared to use the LZR and actually did so to help with the healing, but it was not melanoma. So that's something that they want to, any type of cancer, they need to talk to their doctor before adding any modality whatsoever at any time. It's just really important because doctors know what they're doing and they're doing a very specific thing. And if they don't know that you're doing something else, that is not beneficial to your wellness. Sue says, will the combination of MW and LZR reduce scar tissue on a horse? It absolutely can. You know, depending on how long the scar tissue's been there. I mean, I've seen scar tissue break up. I've seen it where it hasn't. It really depends on the animal and the person and the way that the scar tissue, the healing has happened. But it has been tremendous on my C-section scars and my scar tissues. I mean, it's been huge. I'm talking bigger scars that were harder are now soft and almost non-existent. Janice, my semi-3 rhythm is off. Is that okay? Janice, you want to call, you want to email support at mwpmf.com and ask for Lee or Briley and get a video of that. We need to see what's going on exactly. There's a reset for the semi-3. The support team here at MagnaWave will be able to help you with, you know, get that rhythm back on. Let's see. Okay, so Bridget says cold laser is constructive, thermal laser is destructive. So if that helps you, they are, you know, one is destructive, which is what I was thinking is the other hot lasers. But I think the LZR is very complementary to any of those lasers. Gideon says, can the LZR be used for cancer around a horse's eyes? Again, you're going to want to ask the veterinarian about that because I don't know what type. Cancer is a very broad word. Like there's hundreds of different types of cancer. So depending on the type of cancer, that would need to be the discussion there with the LZR. But with the MagnaWave, most of the time, as long as that clears it, we have treated things like that in the past. But that, again, the vet would need to clear that. Maureen says LZR for dark spots. We'll definitely try that. Learn something new here every week. Yeah, dark spots on your face. You may have heard of ultraviolet or red light sessions where they burn the dark spots off your face. If you're a woman, you may have met someone who's done this before or seen it done or had it done yourself. So the LZR is very similar to that, but less destructive. So I've been doing it. It's been amazing. I have some dark spots across my nose that are, and it's gotten much better. You can't even see them. Okay. Okay, Carly, my mom has been using MagnaWave on her shoulders. She had lymph nodes removed when she had breast cancer. She has been hurting after treatment in her shoulder. Any idea? Is she using it other places, Carly? She probably just doesn't need to just do the shoulder. Like, you're probably detoxing that area. I would treat her whole body. You need to oxygenate everything. And you need to make sure that she's taking like a mineral supplement and also is hydrated. I like trace minerals. I put them in my water every morning. It's just a squirter. I use trace minerals. I take them every day, especially if you're going to be around the MagnaWave. Because when you detox, those are some of the things that, you know, your body flushes out. So those trace minerals are really good. Gatorade has some. They're not the best. And then also some sort of multivitamin as well. She could just be over detoxed in that area doing the exact same thing. She needs to move around, try a different attachment, and then add in those trace minerals and those vitamins. And then also talk to her doctor. You may have something going on there that is now happening that she's not, that she needs to tell her doctor about. It's kind of similar to like if you're out running and you're moving that arm or working in the garden and you're getting sore over and over and over again. That's saying something's wrong there that may need to be looked at. Katie, any recommendations for allergy sinus protocol? My allergy been killing me. Yeah. I don't have a butterfly loop. I just have a large loop. But yeah, put it over your face. I mean, it will, the coil over your face on a comfortable setting, and it will drain all of that out. I also like to treat like around my neck, my shoulders, just down my back to get good blood flow and good oxygenation to the head. That's the best way to do it. I mean, I have literally got, this is gross, but like snot out of my kids, whenever they are all, allergies are bad. TMI, but it happened. My kids are going to look back at these videos one day and be so embarrassed at things I said on these videos about them. It's going to be great. Okay. We'll just pay for 4 years of therapy about it. All right. Love the Hydrowave spray. Had a rash out of blue and it cleared up in 2 days. Terry, that's awesome. I love the Hydrowave wound spray. I spray it on every cut, everything. My kids call it the magic spray. I put it on pink eye. I use it on my animals when they get cuts. I put it on my horse when my horse is injured. I put it everywhere, honestly. Like, I love the Hydrowave. It's safe, it's easy, it's effective, it's awesome. I also drink it in my water. It's amazing. So yes, keep doing that. That's awesome. Okay. Linnea says, I'd love to know more about Hydrowave. What is it and how can it be used? So it is, you probably heard of colloidal silver. That's not what this is. What Hydrowave is it is the silver molecule bonded to the water molecule. And what that does is that means that the silver doesn't build up in your system. And silver has antibacterial and antiviral benefits. So what you're doing is you're drinking the water or you're spraying it on. It actually kills the bacteria, but it doesn't kill any of the good. It just kills the bad stuff. And it also helps you fight infections. So you can use it in like a vaporizer. You can use it you can drink it. You can apply it topically. It's amazing. And it's one of a kind because it goes through the blood-brain barrier and it brings that silver into your body, but your body's also able to push it out. Where with other things that use silver, like colloidal silver, that builds up in your system. And actually in the past, when people used to use it, they used colloidal silver before we had penicillin. They used colloidal silver all the time for infections and bacteria issues. So what happened was people started turning blue because the silver would build up in their system. Well, now we know better. And so this is just a great way to utilize silver in your, wellness journey without having any of that buildup or negative side effects. I love it. Okay. Terry, been using LZR and MW on carpal tunnel. It has been extremely helpful. Will this heal the problem or is it just helping give relief? Meaning needing to use it lifelong. Terry, MagnaWave does not heal anything. Nothing. Your body heals itself. MagnaWave just gives your body the tool to do it. So if your body can heal itself, it will. Your body will always want to regenerate and heal itself. That's what our body's trying to do all the time. And sometimes that the idea that our body, the way our body heals is it's inflammation. We send everything to that area, which then causes more pain. So whenever there's a problem, the body tries to go fight it, and that all that blood and all that swelling causes there to be pain in the area. So what MagnaWave does is it actually pulls that inflammation out, and it gives that positive energy and that positive oxygenation, which then allows the body to use the blood effectively and the cells effectively to heal itself. So if it can, it will. Now, if you're going to go back and continue to write every day and do everything, I mean, you're just damaging what you just fixed, right? You got to take a break and allow your body to do that. So sometimes people's bodies can heal from things. Sometimes they can't. Like if your bone is bone on bone, you probably need a knee replacement. There's no magical bullet for anything. The beautiful thing about MagnaWave is you give your body the tools to do what it would do for itself if it could. I hope that helps. So yeah, you might have to do it forever if you're going to keep writing, Terry, just to keep, keeping the inflammation down. But I always say, you take an aspirin for a migraine, it doesn't get rid of migraines for the rest of your life. Okay. You're going to have to continue to take them, forever. Okay. We have a lot of stuff going on here. Sophia says, I have an equine client who receives acupuncture treatments. It seems more sensitive to MagnaWave afterwards. How many days should I space between acupuncture and MagnaWave? I would do at least 48 hours. MagnaWave clears the acupuncture points. So if the acupuncture is happening and you just cleared those points, then you're stimulating them again. So you just, MagnaWave will clear all the acupuncture points. So you never want to do the MagnaWave and then acupuncture because it won't be accurate. You definitely want to do those separate. I do 1 to 2 days. Okay. How long can you, okay. Teresa Minnie, your question about machines. Yes, there are available machines. I don't talk about that pricing in a public arena. If you would like to talk to your product specialist or just email sales@mwpmf.com, I'd be happy to have somebody get in contact with you. But a lot of those prices are just for practitioners. And since this is a public forum, I can't discuss those. So email sales@mwpmf.com or simply contact your product specialist who you've worked with, and if you haven't, we'd be happy to help you. Tracy said, do you mix your Hydrowave with spring water or distilled water? Spring water, Tracy. No distilled water, spring water. 50-50 mix. Hey, Nola. How are you? I see you tomorrow or Thursday. Let's see. All right, I'm going to do one more question, and then I'm going to play the videos because my special guest is going to be here soon. So then we're going to play some videos so you guys can see the advertising we're doing for the Kentucky 3-day event. And then once my special guest will be here after that, and we'll be able to discuss with them. So I'm going to do one more question. Kim said, I watched the training video about broken bones that said you should wait to treat. However, I did my friend's daughter broken foot for a few days after because swelling and pain was so bad it got rid of it right away. Can you talk more about MW and broken bone and swelling and pain, and if you should wait or if it's okay to treat swelling right away? Kim, great question. It is A-okay to treat swelling right away. Oh, that's like a little rhyme. It is A-okay to treat swelling right away. So yes, you can treat the bone immediately. I did with my daughter. I've done it with myself when I broke my arm. I treated for probably the first 2 days, but then I took a break, as hard as it was, for about a week to like 7 to 10 days, maybe 11, to allow the bone to begin to heal. So what we found with PEMF is the bone will heal from the inside out or the outside in, right? Well, the best way for the bone to heal the body needs to make that decision. And usually it's from the inside out. And if you are using the MagnaWave too much, you can actually heal it from the outside in, which makes the bone not as strong. So you want to do 2 or 3 days to help with the swelling and the pain, take a 7 to 11 day break, and then go back to every single day. So that allows the body to start its process naturally, gives it a kickstart, takes the pain away, but then also allows it to do what it's wants to do. You don't want to speed the process up so much that the bone is not healing the correct way. Okay. And as always, talk to your doctor before adding any type of modality to any type of, anything you got going on. I talked to my doctor about myself and my daughter. The entire time I was MagnaWaving, he was absolutely stunned by how quickly our results were. Specifically with my daughter, like blown away. He kept telling me, I must have a bone stimulator at home. And I said, I do. It's called the MagnaWave. Very similar, less painful. Okay. Less expensive too. All right. We are going to do our commercial. My special guest is here. So we are going to run our commercial. I'm going to answer some more questions whenever with my special guest whenever we get back from. So watch this video. Tony did an excellent job on it.
Horses are born to compete. MagnaWave is proud to empower horses every day. PEMF therapy is helping thousands of horses achieve the best quality of life. From pre-event relaxation to post-race recovery, MagnaWave can aid and rejuvenate your horse. Help your horse reach its full potential. Give it the treatment of champions. Horses are born to compete. MagnaWave is proud to empower horses every day. PEMF therapy is helping thousands of horses achieve the best quality of life. From pre-event relaxation to post-race recovery, MagnaWave can aid and rejuvenate your horse. Help your horse reach its full potential. Give it the treatment of champions.
You and your horse have an inseparable bond. After working long hours every day, the reward you get is greater than anything else. Show your horse you care. Treat your horse with MagnaWave, the latest equine health technology.
Wait, I just got out of it.
You're good. That should hear you now.
No, I'm out.
I was able to ride more comfortable, confident, and strong.
Okay, 1 second.
Well, I'm a firm believer in the MagnaWave. I've seen the remarkable response on horses, racing, and it's helped me get to the winner's circle.
Everybody says they love that.
Okay, we should be good.
Okay, so I'm not echoing.
Right.
I can just hear myself.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me with the technology. Okay. All right, here, joining me now is Dr. Dewees. Dr. Dewees helped us develop the Wave Oasis and the Vibration Oasis.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about why you chose Vibration and how well it works with PEMF.
So I chose Vibration, a long story into a small nutshell. I was using Vibration as a modality in my office, and I was incredibly stressed for 3 days. And I always thought it worked well with the modality I was using, and it also was a great way to take a nap in the midday. But I was so fed up with myself after 3 days of the immense amount of stress I was feeling. And I just laid down on the Vibration for 20 minutes, and I came up. And I had no stress whatsoever. The situation was still there. And in 10 minutes, the answer to the stressful situation came to me, and I fixed it. But I couldn't get to that answer until I relaxed my body and my mind. And so I literally sold my business, sold everything I was doing, and dedicated myself to Vibration because of the amazing effect it worked on me. And it was one of those aha moments where I went, how many other people are going through stressful situations and they just can't figure out the problem or the solution? Because when we're in the problem, we just keep creating more problems because the mindset got us there. And so we need to step out of ourselves. And so this is what I've been doing for 5 years now. Travel in the United States, been on the road for 5 years, meeting with, if I find somebody that makes a better vibration generator, I go drive across the United States and I meet with them. If I meet someone that makes a better type of vinyl, I go to foam factories and see how the foam is made, and everything is hand-picked. And for better or for worse, I'm single, so I get to turn this into my life, and it is my life.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like my baby.
Well, and we met at a show in Arizona. Do you remember this?
Absolutely.
And so I was there and I was stressed and I was with my dad, and the meetings were long and boring, and he was sending me to all these meetings, and I had been very stressed because I was still doing sales and shipping and everything for Matt. It was just the two of us at the time. And I found you you had like a setup.
Yeah, we had an energy oasis.
Yes, and so I was like, oh, I want to try this, and I laid down on the bed, and it was amazing. And I think I find so many benefits from MagnaWave constantly, right? Over and over. And I was using the machine at that time in my life, but I was stressed and I wasn't able to shut my brain down, like you mentioned before. Like every time I treat myself with the MagnaWave, it's great, right? But I still am doing this. I'm on my phone, or I'm yelling at kids, or I'm, thinking about dinner or something stressful. And when we created this marriage between the PEMF and the Wave Oasis, and the Vibration Oasis, I realized that you can really have that full body PEMF experience and that full mental relaxation that so many people in our society are missing.
Absolutely. The other part of my study for the last 5 years, and really for the last 2 years, very focused, is what is relaxation?
Right.
And of all my friends that know me, I've lived in the tropics for many years, and I lived in a Samoan village and would surf. That was my life, surfing and eating coconuts, literally. And they're like, of anybody that should get into relaxation, it's you, because it's been your lifestyle. But when I started running a professional office and had employees, I got so caught up in the drama of trying to keep everyone fed and happy and take care of all the patients that came through, that I lost who I was. And by getting on the vibration, it relaxed me so I can make better decisions. Then I met you guys, and your dad Pat said, could you put PEMF into this? And I didn't know the answer, so I came to Kentucky and I said, show me what you want done. And he and I worked on it for a day. And for the next 6 months, I kept trying different wire configurations to where it is today. Now,
You've done some updates.
Oh, yes. It used to be 3 areas of vibration: calves, hamstrings, upper back. Now it's actually, we've added another plate, and now it's into your lower mid back as well. So it's even a stronger and a more full body vibration. And one of the things I've noticed, well, that I've read and studied and noticed myself, is when we take a moment to relax and we drop into that relaxation mode, you literally down-regulate, you get rid of all the stress hormones, and you uptake serotonin. And when that happens, it gets all the sodium potassium pumps in your brain working in sync again. So it could be 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it feels like it's 10 o'clock in the morning again.
Yes.
So you literally reboot. And when you're in a relaxed state, the PEMF is not going into where the monkeys are driving the bus and causing havoc. The body's relaxed and it's more open to receive.
Yep.
And take that energy that's coming from the PEMF and go into the healing and heal much quicker.
Yeah, I mean, I've just found incredible results, especially the first session I do for somebody. If I put them on the Wave Oasis and I do a full body PEMF session, and 99% of the time they get up and they say, whoa, like that was amazing. It felt amazing. I feel better. Like your body takes the PEMF in, and just the overall experience is, I hate to say that, not be dramatic, but it's kind of life-changing. I mean, when you're stressed out, and for me to get to that relaxation, I'd have to go on vacation for 2 weeks. Like, for me to shut down and take a moment and close my eyes, you know how I am, I'm a little high-strung. But, because there's so much going on when you have 3 kids in a business, for me to take 15 minutes and do that, it really has been so excellent for my whole, psyche.
Absolutely. I had to laugh because I was working with a company, and the guy, he hadn't taken a vacation for 10 years. And he got on the chair, and he had just come back from vacation. He gets on the chair, and he gets up, and I said, how was it? And he ran past me, and he grabbed his folder and started writing notes. And he goes, this is just like I was on vacation. I'm getting business ideas. And so what happens is we get so focused on what we have to do. We already know what we want to do. And if we relax, all the answers come to us that we need. But it can't do it when you're in a high beta stress point. That's for fight or flight. And unfortunately right now, we're living in fight or flight, and we're not making good choices. We're eating a lot of fast food. We're doing a lot of things that wouldn't be the best for our health. And especially at this time, I don't want to hammer the COVID thing. Yet I do need to say the best thing we can do for ourselves right now is stay in a good state of mind, keep our cells working, keep our mitochondria pumping correctly, and oxygenating our body through. That's what I love about the PEMF. It does all of that so that if you do come in contact with the COVID, you have a good armed force to go ahead and take care of it as best as possible. So, whatever we can do for our immune system, and it's been shown that stress decreases the immune system something fierce.
Oh, it's terrible. So we have the Wave Oasis. It works with all of our 2-plug machines. It comes with a chair. I'm assuming Chris is putting it up there for you guys to see. And you mind if we take some questions?
Oh, feel free.
Okay. Okay. Kim says, could you simplify telling people the difference between vibration and MagnaWave by saying that one is for relaxation and one is for information or recovery or healing or something to that effect?
Wow, want a job?
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yes. Yeah. And the two go hand in hand. You're trying to heal the body. And in order to do that, calm the mind, the body slows down and accepts the PEMF. So yes, I would absolutely say the two go hand in hand.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever had somebody, especially a person, right? When you're doing a treatment on a human and they don't shut down, or they're negative and they're not open to it, there's a good chance they're not going to get the results because of their own brain telling them they're not going to get the results.
Absolutely.
And we don't have that with horses and animals because they don't have, their brain is what it is, right? And they relax and they take what they're getting. Humans can literally keep positive things away from them by their brain telling them to.
Well, yes, think about the humans that bring the negative all the time.
Yeah, oh gosh.
And then the other humans that have no problem because they don't bring it in. But I've worked with some people that were equestrians, and one of my patients asked me to come watch her ride so I could figure out how she could loosen up certain areas in her body by adjusting. And a chiropractor was there adjusting the horse. And there's a little activator clicker thing that we use on human beings on the neck and back, and it gives a little push. And he was doing this she was doing this on the horse, and I went, how's that horse going to take it? She goes, the horse doesn't have the same filters we do. It just needs a little push in the right direction, and its healing abilities go there. Mm-hmm. And the brain's attention goes there and knows that something needs to heal.
That's amazing.
And so we just need to get out of our private Idaho, get out of our way, and let the healing energy come in.
And that's what this does. I mean, the Wave Oasis really does it. Now, like, let's say you have another machine that's not 2-plug, maybe a Semi or a Semi 5 Duo, and you have a twist plug machine. You could actually use the Vibration Oasis and then spot treat with the coil. And that's just as beneficial. I've seen people get excellent results where they put somebody on the Vibration Oasis. It plays the music from the MagnaWave app, and you have the headphones and everything's the same, but then you would just spot treat the areas that have the issue.
Yeah, and the amazing thing about the music on the MagnaWave app is it has neurological based tones in the background, and they start off fast to meet the busy brain, and then they slow down, and through the frequency following response, the brain likes to attach to a steady beat, and it starts to slow it down. But you don't hear that beat pattern, but the brain does. And so it slows it down and brings it down into an alpha and theta, down-regulates stress, uptakes serotonin. And at the end of the song, it brings you back up, not distressed, but awakened.
Yes, it's amazing. It really does that.
Yes.
I know that people think that that's crazy. I thought he was crazy, just like everybody thought my dad and I were crazy when we started. But when I first laid down, I was like, this isn't going to get rid of my stress. But I'll take a nap for 15 minutes. And I sat down and I came out like, oh my gosh. And that's the Vibration Oasis. That's what you had me on.
Yes.
That day it was just vibration. There was no PMF. And we do have that available to you all as well. And you can then spot treat from there, which is what we did before we created the Wave Oasis.
That's right. And I'll never forget, this was a seminar with 4,000 people. It was 4 days long. It started at 8 in the morning, went to 11 o'clock at night. And so people were coming to us to get regenerated. Twice I would turn around and there was Elaine laying on the table looking at me going, turn it on, turn it on.
I would see my dad would be like, you got to go to this one session. I'm like, oh, that sounds boring. The longer the sessions got throughout the day, I just kept sneaking away. And
Pat would come back and he'd be, you see my daughter lately? Like, don't mean to rat her out, but she's right around over there.
Right over there. I loved it. And that's where we just, once he started trying it, he loved it too. Yeah. So I think that you have a question about Wave Oasis. Please go ahead and ask it. Let's see. Oh, Jessie says she just read your chapter in the Happy Brain.
Yeah.
She says it's awesome to see you here today. Terry asks, can you feel the Wave Oasis? Terry, you absolutely can feel it. You won't feel the PMF as much, but you'll feel the vibration. It's got 4 areas now.
Yes.
And it also, you hear the vibration comes from the song. It's not just a steady vibration. It vibrates with the music that you're listening to.
It's actually, what happens is you have the music come from an MP3 player. It goes into an amplifier and it actually splits. One side goes into a headset. The other side goes into the vibration generators. And those generators actually convert that sound signal to kinetic energy. So you're getting the vibration component of what your brain's hearing. So it's the same thing. So if you were to do, let's just say you decided to turn off the PEMF and only do a BrainTap through it, and listen to the BrainTap through it, you would be getting the spoken word put through vibration into your body. And when the body feels light tactile vibration, because it's not dangerous, it stores it into the subconscious. So it's one way to sync that information. And what's beautiful about the BrainTap is there's 700 different guided visualizations, and it stores into your subconscious until you're ready for it.
Yeah, so you can use the Wave Oasis with just the vibration and wear your BrainTap. You can use it with just PMF and no vibration and have a full body PMF session, or you could use the Wave Oasis using the music from the MagnaWave app and doing the vibration and PMF all at the same time.
And to add one more thing, because you're probably not thoroughly confused enough yet.
I know, right?
If you have the Vibration Oasis, which does not have the PEMF built into it, but let's say you have a wing around your neck or the shoulder, you can do the BrainTap. And it works fine. It's just that on the Wave Oasis, it creates such a big field, a cocoon
of
PMF, that the LED lights in the BrainTap don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a magnetic field. It'll destroy, like some equipment if you have it up too high. So it's important not to wear your BrainTap whenever you have the PMF all the way up, anywhere near the head. We talk about that all the time. So Leslie says, is the vibration in the Wave Oasis similar to a whole body vibration machine?
No, because whole body vibration machine is meant to really get your lymphatics really ramped up. It's meant to cause muscles to, I used to use it in my chiropractic practice. If somebody had a shoulder coming down, I put a weight and their body would get under it, and I'd put them on a whole body vibration and it would strengthen those muscles.
Do you stand on those?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And so the vibration there is
totally
not
different.
meant to relax you. It's meant to, it also creates the osteocytes to, or it causes bone rebuilding. So people with bone issues, it helps to rebuild bone. Great with lymphatics. Great if you're doing body sculpting and you've just released a lot of fat into the system to get it going out your lymphatic system. What the chair does, it doesn't vibrate nearly as heavy as that. That's real intense.
Yeah.
What it does do is because it is a light tactile vibration, it's certainly enough vibration to stimulate the lymphatic system.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the beauties about vibration is you feel vibration through a very thick nerve fiber. You feel pain through a very narrow or thin nerve fiber. So if you were to be in a state of pain and you laid on the bed quite often, or on the chair, quite often what happens is people get upset, I don't feel pain anymore. And the reason being is you've cut the pain loop, and you've overridden, because the large nerve fiber, you've overridden the pain signal.
Wow.
And so that it doesn't mean that it's going to be permanent, but if it's one of those negative feedback loops where you feel pain and your body's just doing a negative feedback, it cuts that negative feedback loop.
Okay, so I got a couple questions here about the Wave Oasis, asking if, can you use it if you have certain machines? So if you have a 2-plug machine, you can use the Wave Oasis. Anything less than the Pulse Pro, though, so that being like the Soul or the Spiro Go, you're not going to be able to feel the PMF. But this also is a full body PMF mat in a chair. It comes with the chair. There are competitors of PMF that sell full body chairs for PMF, but they do not have vibration. They don't have the ability to do the binaural beats. So this is like really 3 modalities in one, with the PMF, the binaural beats, and the vibration. What I've been doing is I have been using the LZR on my stomach for weight loss, and I've been doing a minute all the way around while on the Wave Oasis.
Yes.
And it's 4 modalities at the same time. And it's like, I get the vibration to help me flush out those fat cells.
Yeah, it gets the lymphatic stimulated. And there's actually a song, I got to get it to you. There's a frequency that creates better lymphatic flow.
What? Wait, you're holding out on me.
I'm holding out on you. I can't give it all at once.
No, yeah, I got to just keep giving those little pieces. That's awesome. So we'll share that with you guys. Can you use the Wave Oasis, no PMF, if someone has a pacemaker? Yes. It's just vibration. So, so I would recommend, Terry, you could get the Vibration Oasis. If you have a Semi 3, Semi 5, Semi 5 Duo, and you would like to use vibration, get the Vibration Oasis and Spot Treat, okay? So you can run your Vibration Oasis with your BrainTap. You can run it with just the headphones it comes with and the music it comes with, or you can upgrade the BrainTap. So that's PMF and vibration. Now, if you want a full body PMF mat, you want vibration, and you want to be able to listen to the music in the BrainTap, you want the Wave Oasis.
Now, there's one thing I really want to touch base on. I've been doing a lot of studies with the Vibration Oasis and heart rate variability, and hundreds of heart rate variability tests. And one of the things that happens is if you turn it up too high, although it feels exciting, it is not a calming effect. Mm-hmm. So if you're trying to get the person to heal, you don't want to ramp it up so much.
There's a mark on there where you should stop.
Yes. And it's there because if you go over, some people are going to love it. But would you put a PEMF on somebody and put them on a roller coaster?
Right.
It's exciting, but it's not calming.
Right.
And so the whole idea of using this form of tactile vibration is to calm the nervous system and not excite it. You know, it's not a Six Flags ride. It is a true healing modality.
Yeah, so don't turn it up past where we tell you not to turn it up, and you'll get the best benefits.
Yeah, I actually, I had instead of having just the splitter and an inline volume control, I had two outputs. It's called a preamp, and I plugged one into the amp, and I wanted to see if I had the same volume going through the chair as the headset, and the headset was screaming in my ears. And I realized that's what's happening to your body.
Mm-hmm.
When you turn up the vibration but have it low in your ears, you're screaming at your nervous system.
Yeah.
And so even though it feels good in the beginning, it's not good for your nervous system.
No, and I do want to say, speaking of that, we do have some football teams that have the Wave Oasis, and they do plug in their own music. They don't turn it up any farther past what we tell them, but you can really listen to any music and use the Wave Oasis. So if you have a song or something that you'd like to listen to with the vibration, and while you're getting a PEMF session too, you can do that. It's not just the beneficial music that we include with those devices.
They've also done a study a number of years ago, and they found people with dementia, if you would play music from their childhood, they would all of a sudden, their brain wakes up because it's a memory. It's a deep memory. And if you put them on and they're getting PEMF to keep their body nice and healthy, and they're listening to music that they used to listen to as a child, they start to wake up their brain.
Wow.
And there's a company that sells that kind of music, and they've done a whole medical type of release to it, when really you just need to find out what they listen to when they're kids and play it for them.
Yeah, put on some Sesame Street. Okay, so Brianna asked, has anyone bought one of these to use at horse shows and treated riders on site? Absolutely. We have several practitioners, dozens of them that have done that. We have done that. We do that at all those shows that we go to. It's amazing. Nola asked about tactile vibration. Is that what you said? Tactile vibration? Now, is that what the Wave Oasis has?
Yes.
Tactile vibration. Okay, great. Let's see. I think that's it. Yes. Oh, and if you're coming to MagnaCon, I know somebody did ask this. Can you try this? Yes, you will be at MagnaCon this year. And his actual speech, where he'll be sharing more about vibration and wellness, will be on the actual virtual option. So if you haven't gotten your tickets to the live option, I'm sorry, it's sold out, but the virtual option is still available, so you'll get to learn more from Dr. Dewees. I'm
going to get into the actual neurology and physiology of relaxation. So that story that I wrote, I read a chapter of where I began and where I was at a certain point. And at the very end of the chapter, it is, people ask me, so your business, you just relax people? And I say, yes. Because it's not that easy to do anymore.
Right.
And it's huge. Sleep and relaxation,
Quickly, let's talk about just quickly. Like, you can go to a seminar for a month or a weekend and get some relaxation for $10,000 for 4 days. But you're saying, I mean, really, with this, 15 minutes and you're in a type of meditation that you can't get unless you practice for years.
And that's exactly it. I have people that own float centers, the deprivation tanks, and the guy's a psychologist and owns float center. And he goes, I can get into that deep state quicker and even deeper. And I'll tell you, I used to do some work out of my house in Maui, and where I lived on a point, I overlooked a bay, and I'd watch the whales jumping while I was doing therapy. I still got stressed because I would have to call people from New York, and I did a lot of phone sales. And I noticed after 2 o'clock, my sales dropped off terribly. And then I realized, oh, so do I.
Yeah.
And so they're getting the questions that would normally come that would be easy to answer at 10 a.m. The ones at 2 are the ability to handle that question in an appropriate manner is lessened. And so when I just my chair, and I would get on my chair for anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes and get up and be on the phone again until 6 or 8 if I needed to. And that was I noticed it changed my mood totally.
Wow.
And that's when I started studying, well, why does it do that? We know that vibration has a real anti-anxiety component, because what do you do with a child when a child's upset? And maybe not the best example, but you notice with a baby, you handle like this and they calm down. But if you shake them, that doesn't work so well.
So you want to keep it low. You want to keep it the
low.
right rhythm is important. Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. So again, you guys, we have the Vibration Oasis and the Wave Oasis. They are on MagnaWave.com as MagnaWavePEMF.com. He will be at MagnaCon. And if you have any questions, you can obviously always reach us at support@MWPEMF.com. We're supposed to give away a prize today. What are we giving away, Tony?
Either a virtual ticket or the equivalent.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to give a virtual ticket, price ticket for MagnaCon away to someone. So what's going to happen right now is the marketing team is going to count down the comments. Pick a number, count down the comments to that number, and then I will be texted the name of the person who wins the virtual ticket to MagnaCon.
Awesome.
And then if you already have a virtual ticket to MagnaCon or a live ticket, then we'll give you that price, that ticket price to you in money for whatever, maybe towards your new Wave Oasis. And the beautiful thing about the Wave Oasis is it comes with a chair, or it can be put on a massage table.
Yes.
Yes, so you have the choice there.
And there's a specific massage table that you have online that it was designed for, because you want to bring the back up a little bit and put a bolster underneath the legs, and you put it actually under the mat itself. What happens when you add a little flexing to your trunk? You relax the psoas muscle, which attaches to the anterior portion of your leg and to the 5 anterior bodies of your low back, of your lumbar vertebrae. And when you sit back sometimes you notice your back will be sore because that psoas is tight. So if you want to have them sit up slightly to relax the psoas, you want to lift the knees up slightly to relax the posterior muscles. And what that does, it starts the relaxation effect. So everything you do, you want to relax people. Even when they get on the table, how you speak to them. Don't talk to them about how their day's going. Don't talk to them about politics. Talk to them about their horse, or talk to them about their children.
Something they love.
Something they love, yeah.
That's excellent advice. Okay, one thing I do have somebody asking about, Fenton Stable says you could put that money towards a new machine. Very quickly, for MagnaCon this year, we do give away a MagnaWave machine to someone that comes to the live event every year. So someone who is coming to the live event will win a MagnaWave machine, a brand new machine. We also give away thousands, tens of thousands of dollars worth of prizes. And if you get a virtual ticket, which somebody's about to win, we are going to give away just a few prizes just for you guys. So there's about 4 or 5 prizes there that are just going to be entered to win for the virtual people. So you got a couple $1,000s worth of prizes as well.
Yeah, I was, I've been to 3 of the MagnaCons, and when you guys start giving away gifts, Oprah has nothing on you guys.
Yeah, you get a machine, you get an attachment, you get an attachment.
You get Pat up there after he's danced a bit with his sweetheart. He's in a good mood. And
I thought after that first or second year,
yes.
I didn't know if my parents were going to make it. As it, they're getting divorced today. My dad was so excited. I mean, I think we gave away 3 Pulse
You gave
Pros.
away 3 Pulse Pros and a whole bunch of wings and big.
We give away all that still. We give away, I mean, easily $25,000.
And it's so fun, because everyone, it's just usually, it's the end of a wonderful 3 days with everybody. Yeah. And it's just fun they're giving away things, everyone's celebrating. It's a wonderful event.
The band this year, if I could say so myself, is awesome. My husband's in it. He's in all the bands that have played. Right. But this year's band is better than all the rest that have ever played before. They are amazing. Their shows sell out. So
the last 2 were amazing that I've been to.
This one's even better.
Awesome.
Okay, so Kim asked, is the massage table setup better than the chair setup, or does it matter? So
it's 2 different things. The chair setup is a little more portable, and you're in that zero gravity configuration. If you're on a massage table and you have arms to rest your hands on the massage table, you don't have arms to rest your hand on. You got to put them next to you, but you're stretched out a little bit more. So it just depends on what you want. What I've told people is the massage table is a little more clinical, and the chair is more of a little more relaxation.
And it's a little bit more inviting to somebody. Sometimes people don't feel comfortable for their first session getting up on a table if they've never been before. Like they easily sit down. Like it also looks nice in a home, like the way that chair is with the footrest. Like, and it's a the Wave Oasis and Vibration are very beautiful looking. They look nice in a home or in an office.
Now in the Poang chair, that is still because it's on almost like a spring. You do sit back a bit, and it comes up at an angle, and then the ottoman comes down like this, and so it's very comfortable. It is, and I have we've had a number of med spas use it because you can get it in the 3 different colors, and it looks like a nice piece of furniture.
It does.
Yeah.
It is a nice piece of furniture. I mean, it blends in very well with the aesthetic of most places.
Yeah, and even if you weren't going to use it for the PEMF and the vibration, just sitting on it would be a very nice, comfortable thing.
It would be. Nobody would know the difference.
Right.
Okay, so we have a winner. I feel like we should do this. Okay, the winner is Sheila Ham. Congratulations, Sheila. You are the winner of the virtual ticket or the equivalent in dollars. Email support@mwpmf.com, Sheila, and let us know what you want to do. If you'd like us to set you up with that virtual ticket where you can win prizes, get all the information from the event, from the MagnaCon event, or if you'd like that equivalent in dollar bills towards whatever you would like in MagnaWave world. All right, well, thank you for being my surprise guest today.
Oh, it was wonderful. It's been a while since I've been back to Kentucky, and it was one of my things I was looking through on this tour.
Yeah, wonderful. It's great to have you here. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next week on Office Hours.
Bye.